$1 million success formula. First, learn the $1 million speaker system. Learn my $1 million speaker system. That's the $1 million speaker system. I just want to be clear. So learn my $1 million speaker system and build your business, build your database, build your community. Some people call it a tribe with that particular system. And I showed you how to do it step by step yesterday. You want to start building that community now. Don't wait. So many people that I know, they want to put on a big event or they want to put on a seminar, and they haven't first built the community and the database first. And what happens? They spend a lot of money and they only had 2 or 3 people that attend. I don't want that to happen to you. Take your time, build your database, get out there and speak for free, right? Now, if you spoke once a week with 25 people, and you did this for an entire year, taking in account Christmas and New Year's, approximately how many speeches would you have completed? Well, there's 52 weeks in a year, right? About 50, right? About 50. Now, if they were 25 people in each of those rooms, then how big would your database be at the end of the year? How many? Okay. 25 times 50 is 1,200? Okay, 1,250. Thank you. So your database would be 1,250. If you were to put on an event with 1,250, 1%, if it was a free event, would sign up. So how many people would that be that came to your first event? 1%, not 10%. Okay? Then half of those people would not show up because it's free. How many people now? Right. Do you want to put on all the time and expense for that? Or would you rather bump up the speaking? Now, how can you bump up that speaking? Right? Let's say you could only do one speech a week because of your business. How else could you add to the database and build your database? What else could you do? Bigger audiences is one way. Speak more often is the other way. But what else? Right. Okay, find somebody with their own following. Now, I don't know what happened to my mic runners, just about now. Okay, so think of it this way, all right? Yes, you can find somebody, but equal equals equal, all right? So you could ask me, hey, Arvee, would you send something to your database? And I'll do a swap, right? Almost like a stage swap. You send for me, I'll send for you. That's really popular, right? People do that all the time. But if you only have 1,200, I'm only going to send it to 1,200 of my people. I'm not going to send it to the 10,000 or 20,000, right? So that helps you a little bit. The bigger your database, the bigger your following on Facebook and everything else, the more attractive you're going to be. Got it? The more attractive you're going to be. So if you had, 20,000 database, you're going to be more attractive to people than if it was a small database. So you want to start building your database, but there's other ways to do it, right? We can build it through social media. We can build it through giving something away. You can build it through podcasts and doing an invitation. So there's lots of different ways. I want you to start thinking out of the box. And every opportunity that you get, if you have permission, I want you to think about lead gen. So these sponsors out here, they're lead genning this weekend. They're not trying to close you on something. They're building their database. And they're going to follow up like they should. And they're going to see if you're interested or how interested you are when you saw them here. Right? Now look at what they did. If all of you put in a card, there's, 70, 80 people here. Boom, bam. That's better than 25. Better than getting up at 5 5:30 in the morning and driving 2 hours to get to a speaking engagement to collect 10 cards, although I recommend you do it because you all need the practice. But what if you could sponsor? Boom, right? Let's get some noise. What if you could sponsor? Everybody go boom on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? So think about other ways like that you could be of service, that you could help somebody out, and you can get what you want, which is lead gen. Got it? All right, so build your community. Next, learn the seminar business. Like speaking, it changes. It's so different. Learn the seminar business. It is not like it was. Like I said, it's really big into pay and play now. And the pay can be very expensive. Right? The pay can be up to, it could be $10,000, it could be $20,000, depending on who it is and how big of their audience. The bigger the audience, if this audience was $400. If this audience was 400 people, the sponsorship would be more. Right? It's all, aligned. And then all of a sudden you'll get a speaker that just goes, whoop, and they just raise the bar for the heck of it. Right, ladies? Just whoop, that sponsorship is way up there. And now you've got the other people going, okay, if they're going to do it, I'm going to do it. And they keep raising the bar. So it's going to keep changing. But guess what? You're going to learn as you go what those changes are and what you can do. Because I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, no one is going to pay for your product and service if you haven't paid that much money for yourself. So you can't expect them to come into your $10,000 mastermind program if you have not spent that on yourself. Millions. Right. And they're not going to sponsor your event if you haven't sponsored an event yourself. It's just the way the world works. The law of reciprocity. It's just the way it is. Right? Law of attraction, whatever law it is. So keep that in mind. Learn the seminar business and create your big ticket item when you're ready, or a live event when you're ready, when it's appropriate to do so, when you've built that database, when you've learned the seminar business, when you've learned how to speak and sell from the platform, then it makes sense. But that's where it's going. That's where you want to be headed. And then the last one is learn how to sell from the platform. It doesn't do you any good to have a big ticket item if you don't know how to sell it. So you must learn, you must get mentors and learn how to sell that big ticket item. And then you could do anything you want in the world. You can help more people, you can make a bigger difference. You can enjoy life more. You can go on cruise ships. You can do whatever it is you want to do. Remember what I said yesterday? You're not sure you want to be a millionaire? Just try it for a day. And tell me what you think.